Welcome to the Cell Soul Source podcast. I'm Jackie, a chiropractor, yogi, and Akashic reader, and I'm here to activate healing in light workers of all kinds so they can serve from an empowered place and fulfill their purpose with ease, awe, and wonder. Hi everyone, today we are podcasting and on Instagram Live, so come on in if you're live with me. And if you are finding it tricky to know where the healthy line is between your work feeling good for you and bending over backwards to help your clients and your patients, then I have the simplest solution for you. This is exactly how I learned where that healthy line was, and this is what I teach inside my programs to my clients. And I just want to start by saying, if you have been a people pleaser, if you have been sacrificing your own health, your own happiness, your own peace, your own free time, your own energy as a healer, then this transition can be wild, but it can be painless if you know how. And before I knew where that healthy line was, I always used to say yes to clients. So whenever it was convenient for them to come and see me, I always used to say yes, whether it was convenient for me or not. I would always accommodate them. So, at the end of the session where they go, oh, can I just ask you something? Or, oh, can you just look at something? And that little something requires literally an entire evaluation, but I would still try and do what I could, even though I knew it would make me run late, even though I knew there were people waiting outside for me, even though it would impact my day. I just couldn't say no. I would always volunteer to help out. Even as I was saying yes, thinking in my head, I actually have no idea how I'm going to do this. I have no idea how I'm going to fit it in, but I'm still saying yes. And that is because it felt terrible if I didn't. I felt guilty. I felt selfish. I even remember thinking it's really selfish of me to not add these people onto the end of my day when they are in pain and all I'm going to do is go home and sit on the sofa. But the reason I desperately wanted to go home and sit on the sofa was because I was absolutely exhausted. But I still believed it was selfish for me to go home on time. If there was somebody who was in pain, I had to help them. But now I know where that healthy line is, and I don't feel bad, and I don't feel selfish, and I don't feel guilty for maintaining it. And I don't have to do it from any kind of barbed wire energy or any kind of spiky energy. I have loads of space in my day. I have loads of free time for myself, and my energy has gone through the roof since. So let's break down what is actually happening and what you can do to figure out where that healthy line is for you also. Subconsciously, I was running a survival pattern that made me believe that I had to go over and above. I had to go out of my way to help clients. I believed it was my responsibility to fix them. And if I didn't, something bad would happen. My brain believed I was only safe if I kept doing all of this extra stuff. And that's what led to the multiple cycles of burnout, as you can imagine. Your brain will tell you all sorts of lies to keep you safe. That's what it's trying to do. Subconsciously, it believes that you have to overgive, You have to overextend yourself. You have to over volunteer. You have to over deliver in order to be safe. The line that it's set for you is way, way beyond anything that is healthy for you. And that's what's running 95% of your day. But your body never lies. Your body knows where that healthy line is for you. It knows what's true for you, and it supports the highest version of you. And your energy bodies are the communication system. They are the communication system that your body uses. So today I'm going to talk to you about your energetic body. It is just one of 5 energy bodies, but it becomes super useful when you are rewriting where that line is so that your work can feel good for you, support you, energize you, and have the biggest impact on your clients. Because hint, hint, when you are in overflow, when you have plenty of space, plenty of energy, plenty of time, that's when your medicine is its most potent, and that's when you are of the most service to your clients. So here's what I want you to start working with when you start working with your energetic body. It's going to speak to you in 2 different ways. So your energetic body will speak to you in states. So things like feeling open or closed. Things like feeling light or heavy. Things like feeling expanded or constricted. So I want you to start to dial your awareness into that. And then the other way that your energetic body will speak to you is in moods. So it'll speak to you in things like feeling irritated or bored or drained, or, you know, when you feel like you've lost motivation, that's actually your energetic body speaking to you. It's trying to get your attention. And then on the flip side of that, it'll speak to you in feeling, you know, energized, maybe butterflies, feeling boosted, feeling excited. And I am a sacral manifesting generator. So if any of you are familiar with human design, so I'm a sacral being, and my sacral actually makes noises. So I'll go, or and that is my energetic body. That's what's driving those sounds that come out my mouth. My energetic body is saying to me, that is a yes for you, that is true for you, or no, you don't have energy for that right now. So I want you to start practicing on small things that have no consequence, and see if you can just tune into whether it feels light or heavy or open or expanded. And I want you to do that with, in the beginning, just different people, different places, different situations. But I want you to do it with absolutely no judgment. The information that your energetic body gives you is for your good. It has nothing to do with the person, the place, or the situation. Your energetic body is simply giving you information to help you. So let's say that you do find you have lunch with your friend Jackie and you find that you are drained afterwards. Now, it doesn't mean that Jackie is a bad person, she's wrong in any way. We are not labeling Jackie. What we are doing is going, I noticed that after I had lunch with Jackie, I feel drained. So with that information, now you get to make different choices. So maybe you want to spend less time with Jackie. Maybe you want to be conscious. Okay, well, I'm not going to schedule anything important after I have lunch with Jackie. Or maybe you decide that you're going to schedule free time after lunch with Jackie so that you can do some practices and boost your energy back up to normal afterwards. So all it is noticing the information, and then you have a choice about the action that you want to take afterwards. But it is not about going, Jackie's a bad person. She made me feel this way. She did not. Your energetic body is just trying to get your attention because there's a better way, a faster way, an easier way for you to get where you're going. So as you get better with this, you can start to use it at work to figure out what is healthy for you and what is not, because it's likely that if you've been doing your work for some time, that line has been way, way beyond. And so now you're starting to learn where that new line is, so that your work starts to feel juicy and it starts to flow and it starts to feel light and it starts to feel energizing. So for example, you notice when I see 8 people in a day, I feel really drained. But when I see 5 people in a day, I can show up 100%. I'm fully dialed in. I'm on my game. It feels great. So that starts to give you some information about how you might want to structure your diary. And maybe you realize, okay, when I talk about basic stretches, I feel really bored. But when I talk about functional movement, I feel really energized. I feel excited. I could talk about that all day long. So again, that starts to give you some information about how you might want to create your sessions. So start leaning into what your energetic body is telling you. But I also want you to notice this. Your brain will be chattering all the while in the background. What do you mean you want to see 5 people instead of 8? How will we pay the bills? How will we make enough money? We'll starve, we'll lose the house, we'll die. And I just want you to zoom out and I want you to listen and notice what the brain is telling you. Because once you dig underneath it, notice what I just said, because 9 times out of 10, it'll go here. Notice what I just said. You will lose money, you will starve, you will lose your home. Those are your 3 base survival needs as a human. You are running a survival pattern, and that's why your brain goes there. So that's why rewriting these subconscious programs is absolutely crucial if you want to exit these loops altogether. But your energetic body is showing you the fastest, the easiest, the healthiest, the most fun way for you to reach your desires. And all you have to do is build the muscle of trust. So keep dialing in to what your energetic body is saying to you in your everyday life, in those small things. And once you understand how it speaks to you and you start to trust it, you can start to make moves from there. Instead of reacting to all the stories that your brain is telling you, keeping you stuck, going round and round in the same circles. So I am teaching you how to exit the loop of these survival patterns that you're stuck in, going round and round in circles. And remember, they're subconscious. You're not consciously aware that they're there. And I'm going to show you how to completely shift into a new way of working where you are relaxed. You're not looking for threats all the time. You are rested because it feels safe to relax and rest. You're energized because you're doing things you love in the way that it supports you. You feel confident. And serving your people from there, serving your people from overflow is completely different. You will start having the time of your life. So thank you for being here with me live on Instagram. If you want to join my new masterclass, it is free. Comment shifts below and I'll send that directly to you. For those of you on the podcast, the links will be in the show notes as always. So DM me any of your questions, any of your takeaways. I love hearing from you guys. And as always, I'm rooting for you. We rise together. I am rooting for you. We rise together. If you feel called, please rate and review. I would really appreciate that.